It all comes down to this moment. Here is the grid for the Mini and Mini Rookie final for round 2. Vince van der Hollen has taken 4 successive wins this weekend. Could it be number 5 for the 130 from Belgium, joined along by countryman Jent Moonen alongside on the front row? Victor Reitz and Jensen Chalk are on row number 2 as we have got one off the circuit. Trying to make out who that was. It was a 1-0. Not too sure who it could have been. It could have maybe been Jacques Dupre down in 25th position. So one driver having a drama on the sighting lap. So Jack Freeman and Vic Van Kampen out, round out row 3. Max Jolly and Oliver Spencer round out row 4 with Jeff Verbeek and Michael Zayak rounding out the 5th row, thereby completing the top 10. AJ Berggraaf, Ryan Rampadarath, Maria Roberto, Daniel Minto, Jesse Moonen, Arthur Farrow, Tafin Iskanen, Leon Herbos, Devrim Yater and Liam Hauger round out the top 20. Kimmy May, Dejan Habits, Pauline Van Prey, Tristan Abeels, Jack Depre, Matthias Verreken, Albert Farrow and Plamen Georgiev. Round out the 28-strong grid, ready to go racing. One final time before the summer break for this championship, and then we'll be back, roared up, ready, and looking forward to going back to racing in the last weekend of August. Wind direction has changed to north and is now 19 kilometers an hour. Air temperature 17 degrees. Humidity now down to 68%. Cloud cover, as according to the weather that I've got showing up on my screen on the live timing. For those that are watching, you can click on the live timing link and that will take you to exactly the same screen that I am looking at the same time. And you can also click on the results of all the races so far this weekend and also over the course of this season and seasons past. So, an all-Belgian front row on home soil as Vince van der Hollen and Jent Moonen will bring the field into the tram lines for one final time. They split, revs rise, lights are on, and the final's underway. Great start by Vince van der Hollen as Max Jolly tries to get a move. Someone went over the back of somebody else. I think that was just outside of the top 6. Going through turn 1, but both drivers continue onward. Van der Hollen leads. Second, it's Moonen. Reutz is third, it looks like, as they come through into turn number 4 here on the opening lap. So Moonen, looks like we have got a change. Jack Freeman now 4th. Max Jolly looks to have gotten up into 5th position ahead of Jensen Chalk. Then it is Jeff Verbeek. Oh, and a turnaround and a tag for the 127. Liam Hauger ends up tumbling down to the back end of the field. It was Jacques Depre that unfortunately ended up on the grass during the sighting lap, the 105 from Belgium, who started 25th. But we complete lap 1 very shortly as they come up the hill. There has been an incident down at Escargot. More dramas, 135. Pauline Van Preetz is out, I'm afraid. But Van der Hollen is being chased by Jent Moonen. Third, it's Victor Reutz. 4th, Jack Freeman. As they come out of turn number 3, it's actually now Jensen Chalk who's got through. Max Jolly rounds out the top 6. 7th, Jeff Verbeek. 8th, Oliver Spencer. Michael Zayak 9th, and AJ Berggraaf rounds out the top 10. The 171, but I think that might not be the case any longer because Maria Roberta, the 152, she's got through on the Dutchman on the 171. So the field makes its way out of the final corner as we are about to complete lap 2 of this 11-minute plus 1 additional lap final here for Mini and Mini Rookie. Jesse Moonen leading the way in Rookie. Currently P16. 3 places ahead, make that 4 places ahead of Ryan Rampadarath, who's just been overtaken by the recovering Daniel Minto. Also, Vic van Kampenhout, who started 6th, is now 18th. So that would have been the incident through turn 1. The field makes its way out of Chemin de Fer at turn 6. Now into Escargot. But, oh, it's getting a bit hot and heated. Jensen Chalk showing a little sign of impatience at this particular juncture. And that's the battle for P3. Chalk now comes out from behind Victor Deutz, and slingshots passed up the inside through at T1. That's 3rd in the bag for the minute, with 7 minutes and 45 to go for the 164. Victor Deutz now being hounded by Jack Freeman in 5th, with Max Jolly. Jeff Verbeek, Michael Zayek has got through on Oliver Spencer. And AJ Bergeraff now retakes 10th place off of Maria Roberto, who's now dropped to 11th place and is just ahead of Devon Mieta in the number 108, who's made up 7 positions so far. Matthias Verreken looks to be the driver that's made up the most positional gains so far in this race. 8 places from 26th, now runs 18th. And the train behind Vince van der Hollen is starting to expand. Zayek, who's 8th, is only 1.6 seconds behind the race leader and sets a new personal best of anybody, 59.910. So down to 26 we go. Pauline Van Praet out after breaking down or maybe having an incident through Escargot on lap 1. Jack Dupre did not even get to the start of the race, but things look to be intensifying. Jensen Chalk starting to build momentum as they come through out of the final right-hander. So just about ready to hit half-time. Jensen Chalk now looks for the move up the inside neatly as you like. Through turn 1 on Jenthimunen. That's 2nd for the 164. Once again, they head through into turn number 4. Victor Deutz being hounded again by Jack Freeman. Michael Zayek closing in on Max Jolly for 6th place. The young Polish driver making good his intentions. That's now 4 positions gained, having ended up 10th after the final intermediate classification following on from the superheats this morning. Jensen Chalk now is one of the biggest threats, if not the biggest threat possibly, that a certain Vince van der Hollen has had all weekend long. Jack Freeman now slots in behind Victor Deutz as they continue their battle over 4th place. Jensen Chalk waiting for the moment to strike. It isn't through turn 1. Through into 2 they go. And, oh well, we've had one driver, that's Leon Herbose, I'm afraid, that's just become the latest driver to end up DNFing on lap 5, or lap 6, we're on lap 7. And now Jensen Chalk just waiting, might decide to go for it. And hello to, bon dia to Matthias and Ivan Clever watching over from TB Kart Netherlands, a regular in the Minimax, in the younger classes. Oh, and we've had a multi-kart incident off of Escargot, one of which is a Dan Holland racing kart. That looks to be 1, 2, 4, Arthur Farrow. Oh no, the birthday boy Oh, that's a real shame. There was another kart involved in that one. And look at this gaggle here. They're being led. I think that's Ryan Rampadanath up front in the 32. Or not. No, it's Victor. Oh, no. It's Victor Reutz because Jack Freeman. Now, the question is, where is Jack? He's behind. So Jack Freeman is not behind. No. That's Michael Zayak. Then there's Max Jolly. Then Jack Freeman. Then Jeff Verbeek. So we are waiting to... oh, nice move there. That's the 184. He's up another place. Well, there you go. Michael Zayak taking complete opportunity of a situation. Now runs P4 with 3 minutes plus an additional lap to go. Oh dear, Arthur Farrow and the other driver, it's Ryan Rampadanath, who won't be winning Mini Rookie this weekend. So a few more drivers making things up, making their way up the order, but Jensen Chalk is just biding time now. So we're down to 23 runners and riders here on lap number 9. Jensen Chalk is the fastest one of anybody. 59.796 was his personal best overall. He's been the fastest in Sector 2. Daniel Minto's fastest in Sector 1. Sector 3, Victor Reutz. But there tries Oliver Spencer to get through on Michael Zayak. So the Dan Holland Racing offensive is very much there at the back end of what looks to be the top 7, top 8 overall. But with a big gap between Michael Zayak and Jens Moonen, which is to the tune last time around of about 1.5 seconds. Let's see if that's it. Well, Max Jolly. Oh, well, Michael Zayak has just dropped down to 8th position. But Jensen Chalk last time around was the closest that anyone's been for quite a long time this weekend, apart from Jens Moonen. Yeah, Mateus de Nada. Yeah, well, Mateus is actually part Dutch, part Brazilian. So thank you. Great to have you, you guys at the Clever family watching along. But we are coming down to what will be more than likely the best part of 2, I would say maybe 3 laps at a push in the final stages. But Vince van der Hollen has led every single lap so far. And we've got 2 to go. Jensen Chalk now 0.3 of a second away. And van der Hollen has just put in the fastest lap of this race so far. 59.662. Opens the gap between him and Jensen Chalk to 0.3 of a second. And Max Jolly from Hunter Motorsport now runs 4th. Great run by the 114, the only person that actually got ahead of Vince van der Hollen this whole weekend so far through Heat 2 yesterday, is now on for a podium. Jack Freeman's 1 step away from it. He's in 6th, so he needs to get past Victor Reutz as the timer counts down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Timer strikes 0. Last lap underway. Van der Hollen leading the way, but Chalk has also closed on in ever so slightly. They have now dropped Jens Moonen very, very quickly indeed. And Jensen Chalk has just responded with the fastest lap of the race. 59.566 for the young man from Wootton Under Edge, and is now closing into the race leader. Through into turn 4, now into 5 for the final time. When is Jensen Chalk going to wind up and pull the pin on the grenade? It's not going to be quite yet through turn 6, but he gets a great momentum carry. Van der Hollen is now going to have to fight right up until the checkered. Knowing Jensen and his dad Mike and the family for so many years, Jensen Chalk is absolutely chomping at the bit because we got one more right-hander to go. Van der Hollen has now got to try and do everything. Powers out of the final corner. Chalk has got the slipstream. Is it going to be enough? We're about to find out. Across to the checkered flag. Jensen Chalk pulls to the left. Jensen Chalk wins 5 1,000ths. It was on the line. Jensen Chalk beats Van der Hullen by a whisker after 12 laps. Van der Hullen was looking. People might have expected Jensen Chalk to go to the inside. He went high, he went wide, and he handsomely got that win. Jensen Chalk beats Vince van der Hullen in the final by the closest margin, I think, in recent B&L Karting Series history. There he goes. He knows he's done it. He knows he's done it. Congratulations, Jensen. You've won again. Well done. But you know what? Vince van der Hullen, 5 1,000ths. That's all it can be the difference between winning and losing. Well, Vince van der Hullen will be second in the final after that intense last couple of laps. Jente Moonen, P3. Max Jolly, well, welcome, Max, to the top 5 for the first time in the B&L Karting Series. P4 ahead of Victor Reutz, who rounds out the top 5. Jack Freeman, Michael Zayak, Jeff Verbeek, Oliver Spencer, and Vic Van Kampen round out the top 10 ahead of AJ Berggraaf, Devrim Yater, Maria Roberto, and mini rookie winner Jesse Moonen in the number 10 from Belgium rounds out the top 14. Tafen Iskinen, Kimi Mai, Matthias Verreken, Dejan Habits, Daniel Minto, Tristan Abeels, Liam Hauger, Albert Farrow, and Plamen Georgiev round out the 23 finishers. Unfortunately, lap 7 through Escargot, we lost Ryan Rampadarath and birthday boy Arthur Farrow. Leon Herbo's out on lap 6. Pauline Van Preet out on the opening tour, and Jack Dupre not being able to take the start. But the closest finish we're probably going to get this weekend, Chalk beats Van der Hullen by 5 1,000ths to win the final here in round 2.